Take a moment just to arrive and to begin to observe your environment. So maybe noticing any sounds you can hear, noticing any smells, the light, just taking a moment to take it all in. And finding yourself in a nice comfortable seat. We can begin to close down the eyes. You might have heard this word observer before and not really understood where it comes from. So today's meditation is all about becoming the observer. And so much of our stress comes from feeling fused or interlinked with what we're thinking or feeling. And we tend to think that every single thought we have is true, but this just isn't the case. So before we begin, I just want you to bring your attention to your breath first and just notice it moving in and out through the body. I also want you to begin to notice what else is present right now in this moment. So you may have some thoughts arising. Sometimes we tend to plan things or overanalyze things in our mind. That's okay if that happens. But instead of engaging with any of it, see if you can just recognize that something else is aware of all of this happening. And that awareness is what we're resting in today. So you don't need to push your thoughts away. In fact, let them come in. And this practice isn't about having fewer thoughts. It's actually about changing your relationship to them. And when you observe a thought rather than step inside it and you try to figure out what it means, it begins to lose some of its authority. So instead of asking, why am I thinking this? Or what does this mean? You're actually just simply noticing the thinking is happening. And thoughts become things that we have rather than instructions and things to do. Again, just noticing any sensations that you can feel in your body. Maybe there's tightness, maybe there's warmth or heaviness. You don't need to change them, we're just observing. So sensations, like our thoughts, are also always in motion. They rise and then they shift and then they fade when they're allowed to. So we're just creating that space to observe all of this in the body today. When we observe our body, we create that space between you and what you're experiencing, which allows you to feel without being overwhelmed. And if emotions are present, just see if you can meet them in the same way. So instead of labeling them as good or bad, you're just recognizing them as energy that's moving through the body, similar to your thoughts. And just remember that this is not about avoidance. We're practicing being present without having to feel like we're intertwined with our thoughts and our feelings. So for these next few moments, see if you can rest here, noticing whatever arises, and returning again and again just to this role of the observer. Even if your mind pulls you into some thoughts and you start creating stories or having conversations in your mind, just know that that's okay. It happens to all of us. But see if you can step back and allow yourself to sit in that feeling of becoming the observer today. And if your mind wanders off, just gently bringing it back to the breath whenever you're ready. If you do get pulled into a thought or your mind starts to wander, just know that that's okay. But see if you can just bring it back to the breath every single time. Again, if your mind wanders off, don't worry. See if you can just sit with that, watching the breath, observing it as it moves in and out through the body. And whenever you feel ready, you can start to bring your awareness back into your physical body. Maybe noticing the ground beneath you, noticing the clothes against your skin. And before you open your eyes, as you sit here, just remember that you always have access to this perspective, even in the middle of a busy day when our mind feels more fast-paced. And when things feel intense, you can pause and notice rather than react. So you can start to bring some gentle movement back into the fingers and the toes. Maybe roll the shoulders, any movement that you like here, just moving into a space that feels good for you. And then let's take one final slow breath in. And a full breath out. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes.